So on this worksheet, most of what you're going to be doing is exactly what you did yesterday. So you're going to be finding the radius, you're going to be finding the center, but on 4 of the problems, the center and radius are not quite so obvious. Look at number 10. In number 10, we don't have this. Number 10 is in what's called standard form instead of, I don't know what the other form's called. So we don't have those parentheses that tell us h and k, and the radius is on the wrong side. So what you want to do is arrange your x's. So I'm going to do x squared and 24x, and I'm going to leave a little space. Then arrange your y's, plus y squared plus 10y, leave a little space, and I'm going to take that 160 to the other side using subtraction. Now, I sort of have 2 incomplete quadratics. I have an x squared quadratic that's missing a constant, and a y squared quadratic that's missing a constant. So I'm going to complete the square on both of those quadratics, and that will put the circle in the correct form. Oh yeah, thanks. There's an x right there. So what I want to see is x plus something to the second power. We've done this before when solving quadratics. If I want to create a perfect square quadratic, what number goes in the factor? Plus 12. How did I get that number? It's half of 24. All right, so if the factor is x plus 12, what is the constant that completes the square? It's 12 times 12, which is plus 144. Now, all I've really done is added a constant onto that quadratic so that it factors into 2 identical factors. So are there 2 numbers that multiply to be 144 and add to be 12? 12 and 12. So I have x plus 12 and x plus 12, which is x plus 12 squared. But can I randomly just add 144 pounds to one side of the scale? No, not without adding the same amount to the other side. So I'm going to add 144 here. Now it's balanced again. And when dealing with equations, all we care about is that it's balanced. We don't care how much weight is on either side. All we care about is that it's balanced. So I'm going to add that to the square factor for the y's. What is it going to be? Plus 5. So half of 10 is positive 5. Square that, and I get 25. So I also need to add that 25 over here, and negative 160 plus 169 should just be 9. Now the circle is in the form that we wanted. So what is the center of this circle? Negative 12 comma negative 5 is the center, and what's the radius? R equals 3. Okay. All right. Look at number 12. Number 12 is jumbled all over the place. So I need to move all the variables to the left and the constant to the right, and I need to arrange the x's together and the y's together so I can complete the square. So this would be x squared minus 6x, leave a space. I'm going to add y squared and subtract 10y, leave a space, and the 97 is already in the right spot. Everybody get that? Because I had to subtract 10y to get it over here. So what is the factor for the x's? Minus 3. So the constant, the perfect square, is plus 9. So I'm going to add 9 over here also. And then for the y's, what is my factor? Y minus 5 squared. And 5 times 5 is 25. And just kind of to remember, these numbers will always be positive. if you have a perfect square trinomial, that constant term is always positive, because it's either a positive number squared or a negative number squared. In both cases, that's positive. So 97 and 9 is 106, 131. What is the center of this circle? So the center is at 3, 5, and the radius, yeah, and we want, the decimal answer is going to make more sense because a lot of times you'll be graphing these. So you could either say the square root of 131 or 11.4, and that's good. I mean, if you can graph to more than one decimal place, I'm impressed. You can do it. You know the difference between 0.4 and 0.41? Oh, good. Jenna's talented. Other than that, you should know everything. It's just kind of a review of yesterday. So this should take you about 10 minutes. And then we'll work on something else. Okay. Good luck.